Да, виждам, че вече лека по лека се присъединяват и тук желаящите да чуят презентацията на Foscari University. Това е Държавния университет на Венеция. Днес имаме удоволствието Ракеле да ни направи тази хубава презентация. Тя отговаря всъщност за нашият пазар в Foscari University. Но за да дадем малко повече време на всички желаящи да се присъединят към презентацията, и тук ще започнем с едно видео, което моята колега Тинка ще пусне след малко. Отново и тук да предупредя, че въпросите можете да ги задавате в чат секцията, на които ние по време на презентацията ще отговаряме, а накрая можете да ги зададете и към Ракеле. Okay, let's start.
Hi, so I'm going to share my screen with you. So very happy to see all of you here, even though I cannot meet you in person, but I really hope that it's soon going to be possible to see each other in person again. So, okay, welcome to Venice and welcome to Foscari University. For those of you who don't know us yet, we are a public university based in the heart of Venice. And we've been established more than 150 years ago as Italy's first international business school. Of course, economics and business are still at the core of our academics, but with time, we added more academic areas. And of course, transformed into a university. This is an overview of our campuses. Most of the university's buildings are located in Venice. Here you can see, for example, our economics and management campus in Venice. On the right, you have the scientific campus in Mestre, which is the newest one, and it's still expanding. You can see also our challenge school for professional master's degree programs, our campus in Treviso, where we hold, for example, the master's degree program in global development and entrepreneurship, and Roncade, where we have our course in digital management together with HFAR. Ca' Foscari is a middle-sized university compared to other Italian universities. So now we have around 24,000 students, including 1,500 international students each year. Also, we have more than 85 graduates in more than 80 countries around the world. So this can give you a sense of our international dimension. And we'll talk later about also the opportunities that we offer to our students and also, of course, international students with regard to student mobilities and study abroad opportunities. We have around 500 faculty members and more than 1,000 researchers, including more than 40 Marie Curie fellows. The Marie Curie Fellowship is a very important scholarship given to researchers at the European Union level. So as we are a research university, of course, this is very important to us. These are just some of our research fields. As you can see, they are varied. So we span from cultural heritage and production to information and communication technologies. We also study history and anthropology and chemistry, nanotechnology, and advanced materials. So you have plenty to choose. We try to build our undergraduate and graduate programs with attention to interdisciplinarity. So most of our courses are interdisciplinary in characters and do not focus exclusively on a specific area. Plus, you can customize a lot your study plan. And for example, with minor courses and by choosing 12 credits to even attend at another department of the university. So your study plan, again, is highly customizable. And you can really build an interdisciplinary study plan. Okay. These are our QS University rankings for the year which is just finished. As you can see, we are the top 50 university in the world for classics ancient history, top 100 for modern languages, top 150 for history, top 200 for linguistics, geography, economics, and econometrics, top 300 for accounting and finance, and we are also ranked for hospitality, leisure management, and business management study. We have just opened our hospitality, innovation, and tourism bachelor's degree program. So we're very happy about that. And we are also ranked for computer science, environmental sciences, and chemistry. At the moment, we offer in total 19 bachelor's degrees, 35 master's degrees, more than 25 professional master's degree program, and 16 PhDs. Not all of these programs, of course, are taught in English, but as you can see on the right, we have more than 20 programs that we offer completely in English. So there's plenty of programs you can choose from. We are roughly divided into 4 big academic areas with a couple of departments for each of them. So we teach economics, foreign languages. You can learn more than 40 different foreign languages at Ca' Foscari, the sciences, and the humanities. These are the programs that we are teaching at the moment entirely in English. As you can see, many of them belong to the field of economics and management. So we have business administration, digital management, economics and business, hospitality, innovation, and e-tourism, and philosophy, international and economic studies. All of these programs have an admission test, which is going to be carried out online. The test for business administration, digital management, economics and business, and hospitality innovation is going to be the Talk E, and it's going to focus on mathematics and logics. The test for philosophy, international and economic studies will be different. This will also be online, of course, but it's going to be focused more on your ability to read a text and answer to questions related to that text, and on your general knowledge of, for example, recent history and current events. These are our English taught master's degree programs instead. The choice is broader. At the moment, we have more than 16 master's degree programs entirely taught in English, and we are going to also have a couple of them next month. So you have 5 programs in the field of economics and management. So you can go from economics to management, passing through data analytics for business and society, for example. We have digital and public humanities, lots of programs in the field of international studies and globalization, assessing from multiple point of views, from the side of international relations, for example, but also from the side of environmental humanities. So also courses related to humanities and sustainability, but also the languages. So you have language sciences and European, American, and post-colonial language and literature, which is the general name for the program where you can study English studies or American studies. Then we have the science and technology area with computer science, environmental sciences, and science and technology of bio and nanomaterials, and then conservation science and technology for cultural heritage. We are soon going to open a master's degree program entirely taught in English about engineering physics, but we'll have more updates about that, as I said, in a month from now. I would like to spend a couple of words about our international dimensions. So as I said, so far we have more than 20 degree programs entirely taught in English, more than 26 joint and double degrees. They are growing each year. These are typically master's degree programs that we established with partner universities that we have abroad. And the purpose is, of course, to allow our students to study 1 year at Foscari and 1 year at the partner universities. And at the end, they will obtain a diploma, which is either issued by both universities or 2 different diplomas, one issued by us and the other one issued by the partner university. We also have different mobility programs. We have the Erasmus Plus, the ICM, Erasmus Plus Credit Mobility, the Overseas Program, the Swiss Mobility Program. So you can basically spend the mobility period in one of our partner universities, let's say almost all over the world. One important thing that I would like to mention is that these mobility programs are at least partially financed by either the European Union or by the university itself. So we really want you to profit from these mobility opportunities, and we also help you financing this experience abroad. A proof of our commitment is the number of outgoing students each year, which is more than 1,500. And we also have 1,300 and growing incoming international students each year. We have more than 500 agreements for student mobility, almost all over the world. The area where we would like to grow a little bit more is maybe Africa, where we only have a couple of agreements. But as you can see, you can go basically all over the world with us. These are a few opportunities for those of you who would like to just stay in Venice or to still experience some internationalization opportunities while being in town. The first one that I would like to mention is the Kavoskar International College. This is our honors college, and it is meant for high achieving students from Italy and abroad. The college pairs one of our degree programs at the undergraduate or at the graduate level. This is not important, with additional interdisciplinary courses and activities that you will be able to choose at the beginning of the year. The beauty of it is that the college offers accommodation and a number of full and partial scholarships. So if you, for example, are admitted to one of our degree programs and also wish to enter the Kavoskar International College, you can apply for admission also to the college, and you can also win one of these total vouchers. So you know that everything is covered from accommodation to tuition. We have also the School for International Education. Here is where we hold our joint summer programs with Harvard University and Columbia University, and more in general, all our summer schools. This is also the place where we hold our foundation year, which is a program designed for, it's a university preparation program for international students who do not have the prerequisites to access a bachelor's degree directly. This doesn't usually apply to students from Bulgaria. And at the School for International Education, we also hold Italian language courses for our international students. So even if you come to enroll in a program which is entirely taught in English, but you still would like to learn Italian, this is a very good opportunity, also because we have huge discounts for current students. So for example, a course of 70 to 80 hours will cost only around 100 euros, which is a super good price. Last but not least, we have the VIU, our Venice International University. This is a consortium of university based in Venice. Foscari is, of course, part of this consortium. And here you can take some of your exams or follow some lectures about, for example, the latest scientific initiatives, focusing mainly on the new global challenges. As I said, you can give some of your exams here, and then they will be incorporated directly in your transcript records. We also are part of the Study in Venice consortium. For those of you who don't know, we are not the only university in Venice. There are other 3 higher education institutions. One of them is UOF, the university which is teaching architecture and design. Then we have a conservatory and an Academy of Fine Arts. For who is interested, it is possible to take some exams in one of these other 3 institutions, and then we will recognize them and write them down in your transcript or records. Here we have some of our services. I would like to mention, first of all, our guidance and career service. We will talk about internship and work placement possibilities at Foscari in a while. We have the counseling and welcome unit, which provides information and assistance with application and enrollment processes, and is also going to give you the basics upon arrival. We have a financial aid office, which provides information about tuition fees, of course, but also the scholarship for students financial aid, which is a scholarship dedicated to students coming from a low-income household. We have cafeterias and libraries on all campuses, and also an housing office, which can help you finding accommodation in Venice. Okay, I would like to go directly to student housing because I know it's a tricky aspect for international students. First of all, because if you have visited Venice as tourists, I believe you have got the impression that the city is very expensive, and that when it comes to housing, it's very difficult to find a place with like a normal price. This is actually not the case when you become a resident in the city. At the moment, we have 3 different types of student housing. We host our students in regional government student residences or privately managed student residences. As an alternative, you can also share an apartment with other fellow students. At the moment, we have 1,230 beds available in student residences, plus all the beds and the rooms available in private apartments. This is one of our newest residences. It's called Santa Marta. As you can see, it's brand new, and it has 650 new beds in single and double rooms. So you can decide whether you wish to have a room on your own or share it with somebody else. Prices differ, of course, according to this. So we go from around 230 euros for a double room to 530 for a single room. Here you have also our another new residence. This has just opened, and it's just outside the economics and management campus. It's the residence of San Giobbe. So this is just being completed and opened, and it has 220 beds. And we are also investing in a new residence for students, which is going to have 150 beds, and is going to be in Mestre, next to the Via Torino campus for science students. Okay, what is going to happen after you graduate? So some of you will maybe decide to go on with their studies, so to undertake a master's degree programs or a PhD, and some others would like to find a job right after graduation. So according to QS, this is always the same organization that produced our rankings. We are among the top 300 universities in the world for graduate employability. Internships at Foscari are compulsory for both bachelor's and master's degree students. So whether you are an undergraduate or a graduate student, you will get to do an internship before graduation. The university is helping you a lot in organizing this because we have a database with more than 10,000 agreements for internships and work placements. So when it's time for you to do your internship, you can basically just pick your favorite place from the list. Everything is settled and insurance on the workplace is also covered. You can also add your favorite company, for example, or association to this list. Let's say, for example, you wish to do your internship in Bulgaria and you have a company that you really like in Bulgaria and you would like to do your internship there. This is possible. You just have to tell us. We will sign a convention with this company or organization, and you can do your curricular internship there. The last two things actually apply to non-EU students. You as EU students can, of course, work as much time as you wish during your studies and can stay in Italy, yes, after graduation, of course. Just one little tip. Sometimes I am asked about small jobs in Venice for students who would like to maybe help their parents to finance their studies. Of course, it is possible to find a job in Venice for students. The only thing is that it's not that easy if you don't speak a single word of Italian. So a little tip is to maybe, yes, start learning Italian if you plan to also work while studying. These are some of the services rendered by our career service. So they help you with checking your CV and your cover letters and organize a series of events each year to help you make contact with the job market, such as, for example, the career day, where you get to have interviews with many companies and multinationals in order to find an internship or a job. Here I have enclosed some pictures of the life in Venice. I trust many of you have visited already Venice, maybe for a holiday or the weekend. You know that it's a very special and particular city, as we don't have cars and normal streets, but we have canals and boats instead. So this makes it a very safe city, but also very stimulating because it's like you can find people from literally all over the world in the city. And we also have many events connected with art and culture going on, so you won't get bored. Here you have the example of the Biennale of Art and the Biennale of Architecture. We also, of course, host the Venice Film Festival. And next week, for example, we're going to have many events dedicated to the Carnival. And in July, we usually have the Festival of the Redeemer, where all the residents of Venice are in the Grand Canal with the boats to see the fireworks. Now that we hope the pandemic is slowly going to an end, maybe we will be able to resume also international travels. Venice and the nearby city of Treviso are very well connected with major European and foreign capitals. And you can also find very good deals because you can find lots of local flights. So you can also visit some other, for example, European capitals with yeah, just a couple of hours of flight. The train connections in Italy are also very good. So you can travel by train and visit other important and beautiful Italian cities, not only Venice. As I said at the very beginning, we are a public university. This means that we are heavily subsidized by the Italian state, and this is also reflecting on students' tuition fees. As you can see, citizens from the European Union pay around 1,900 euros per year for a bachelor's degree and around 2,100 euros for a master's degree. We only have a couple of exceptions. One is digital management, and the other one is this new program, Hospitality, Innovation, and E-Tourism, which are more expensive. This is because we manage them together with private bodies, because we run the program Digital Management in cooperation with H-Farm, which is an innovation incubator. And we build the program Hospitality, Innovation, and E-Tourism with the Italian School of Hospitality. So this is why these two programs are more expensive than usual. However, we also offer scholarships and financial aid, of course. We offer income-based funding. Funds come from the regional government, which basically means the state, once again. So students belonging to a low-income family can apply for the scholarship for students' financial aid and eventually get a scholarship of around 5,300 euros and have their annual tuition fee covered. This also applies to digital management and hospitality innovation and e-tourism. So even if the fee is of your program is 6,000 euros, the regional scholarship will also cover this fee. The, let's say, downside is that the application for this scholarship must be done in person, and the call for application is usually published at the beginning of August. Applications have to be done in person between August and September, and they require you to collect a whole bunch of documents in Bulgaria and then bring them with you in Venice. Plus, results are made public at the end of October for bachelor's degree students, and in January, in this case, January 2023 for MA students, so after your actual enrollment. The first installment of the scholarship is then made available either in December for bachelor's degree students or in February for master's degree students. This means that you need to consider that you will be required to sustain yourself, let's say, for the whole first semester, and also pay the installments of the tuition fees that are required while you are waiting for the results to come out. We also offer merit-based funding. This is explicitly dedicated to international students. So students who graduated in Italy cannot have access to this kind of funding. The call for applications is yet to be posted online, but it will very soon. This is the link of the page where you can see some anticipations. This is an article on our application platform, apply.unive.it. So we are offering this brand new financial aid with respect to the financial aid that we were offering in the previous years. we decided to have a number of scholarships that allow high achieving international students to be funded for the whole duration of their program. So as you can see, we have 30 scholarships for master's degree students, renewable from year to year, and 13 scholarships for bachelor students. You can study in English or in Italian, as you wish. You don't have any limitation with regard to that. And yes, we hope to publish the call for application very soon, and we are also waiting for your application, of course. This is a breakdown of living expenses in Venice. We already went through housing a little bit, but this is just an overview of kind of normal housing prices. You know that, of course, you can spare some money by sharing your room with another fellow student. Otherwise, if you wish to be alone, you need to be prepared to spend for a single room also for 150, 500 euros plus utilities. For food, we would budget 50 to 80 euros per week. And public transit is very cheap, actually, also because you can get a monthly pass as students if you are younger than 25 years old. So let's say that overall we budget around not less than 700 euros per month to survive in Venice. How to apply? Okay, our second admission round has recently closed, and we will reopen our application platform for the third admission round on March 1st. So in these very days, the application form is closed, but you can still register and get a look at our programs. The platform is, of course, apply.unive.it, where you are requested to fill in some fields with personal information and then upload your documents, the original version, plus a professional translation into English or Italian. Skylines has been working with us for several years now, so they can help you with your application, and we actually encourage you to contact them to prepare your candidacy. The application is open for non-EU students until 3 May, and for EU students actually until the very end of June. You can check the complete list of our admission rounds on the platform itself. There's an article dedicated to the timeline of our admission rounds. With regard to admission requirements, we are not asking for special documents. For example, we don't need recommendation letters. You can apply even if you have yet to obtain your English language certificate, but it is very important that you have it by the moment of your enrollment. As EU citizens, you are not required to demonstrate your B2 level knowledge of Italian in case you wish to enroll in a program which is taught in this language. So this is a document that you don't have to provide to us. And of course, you can apply even if you have yet to finish your high school or a bachelor's degree. You can apply with your most updated documents and a certificate of enrollment, and you have time to give us your final diploma in September 2022. Okay, I think I'm done with my presentation. Thank you for listening to me. And I recommend you to check our Instagram account. It's called Student Life in Venice, and it's managed by actual international students of Foscari. So you can see what they are doing in town, what is students' life like in Venice, which activities they are carrying out. You can also write them and ask them particular questions that you might have. You can also book a chat with a current student of Foscari. You can find the link on again on our application platform. And I think that's it. So thank you very much, and keep in touch. Of course, my first recommendation would be to visit the offices of Skylines, because they know us very well. In case you have any direct or specific query that you would like to address to us directly, you can always write to prospective students at unive.it. Thank you. Now I think we have maybe some time for questions.
Yes, Raquel.
Okay.
We can start from the first one, from Diana.
Yeah.
Actually, I tried to answer, but of course you can also add something. She's asking, she would like to know which of the talk tests she should prepare for the economics and business management program.
Okay, so I'm in the talk. The name of the test for those of you who would like to be admitted to business administration, economics and business, digital management, and I guess also hospitality, innovation, and e-tourism is the talk E. I'm writing it here in the chat. Just a second. Austin, no, not only, everyone. Okay.
To everyone, because I sent it only to Diana, actually.
Okay, so this is it. This is the test for all the programs related to economics and management at Foscari. So you cannot go wrong. Of course, you can take it online. You can take it in English, and you can take it as many times as you wish, provided that it's once a month. So you can take the test more than once if you're not satisfied with the result, but you will have to wait 1 month to retake the test.
And as we checked recently, I think you can take it maximum 3 times per year. Is there such a restriction? Do you know which
I will check.
I'm not sure, of course, but
okay, then if you are sure, I trust you.
No, I'm not sure, because it wasn't.
You're not sure. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't me checking. It was a prospective applicant, and still
Okay.
it's good to recheck it.
Okay, I will recheck it. The information that I had until last year, it was that you are yes, you are allowed to take the test as many times as you wish, and of course you cannot do it more than once every 30 days. So that was the only limitation that we had until last year. But this is something that if you wish, I can check and let you know.
Yeah, and I have another question.
Yeah.
As I know, you haven't published the call, but any applicant who is interested and would like to take it in advance to see the result, and maybe it will suit, they're actually ready to, they can register and take the talkie now. I mean, in March. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. With regard to the last year's calls for applications, we were accepting all the talkie results that were done in that specific solar year. So, for example, we should, this year as well, we should accept all the talkie results obtained in 2022. So, yeah. I will also check this to be sure, but this was the rule last year, and I think it will be for this year too.
The other question was from Gabriel, who would like to know more about the sports.
Okay. We have a university sports center where we do a lot of sports. If you are interested in like a sport in particular, I suggest you to write to us, prospective students at unive.it, so we can make direct contact with the University Sports Center and inquire directly about the sport that you are most interested in. Should we not have offered that sport within the University Sports Center? I have to say that like between Venice and Mestre, you can find like almost all the sports that are not included in the University Sports Center. And I don't know if you were asking also about, I don't know, the gym, for example. I know this service is included in, for example, in Santa Marta, they have, in the Santa Marta residence, they have a gym for the students who live there. So yeah, we do have like sports facilities, absolutely.
Okay, so far no other questions. Maybe if you want to add something, I don't know, specifically for the application, for some programs. Sorry, there are questions. From Diana. I don't know, shall I read it to you?
No, I can see it. She says, I am in 11th grade, so when it will be okay to take the TOEFL exam? Does the exam points count more than 1 year? I can check for you and let you know through Skylines. As I was saying before, usually the rule is that, for example, for students that will enroll at the university in September 2022, we can consider all the TOEFL results obtained during this year, so in 2022. If this will be true also for next year, as you will apply next year, I suggest you maybe not to take the TOEFL this year because your results will not be counted. I would say you can start doing the TOEFL exam in January 2023. But again, I will check this and you will receive an update maybe from Skylines.
But wouldn't you recommend, I don't know, it depends on the person, but sometimes it's good to just try the test to see what it is about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if the results are not used for the application itself when the time comes.
Yes, I know that on the provider's website, you have the chance to try and take the test. So you have a mock version of the test once you register to CISIA's website, so that you can try and take a mock version of the TOEFL or even of other kind of TOEFL exams. Of course, you are free to try and take the exams like a real one to just to see what it is like. I think the cost is always 30 euros. So if you are willing to spend this amount to try and take a real test, then of course you are free to make this trial and see how it goes.
Okay. No other questions at the moment. I think your presentation was so clear and informative. That
I'm happy nobody had questions.
No, what else can we do? What else can we talk about to be helpful to those of you who are listening to us, but maybe how is it like in Venice now?
Well, now it's pretty much lively, I have to say, because next week we're gonna have the last Carnival days.
Mm-hmm.
So it's plenty of people in town, also tourists coming from outside Italy that are coming to party. So you see a lot of like masked people around the city, and not with the
yes. Actually,
not with the mask against
I can show
COVID-19. Yeah, yes, exactly.
From you.
Yes, with one of those. So yeah, now, but by the way, spring is almost here. So the weather is really nice, and people are enjoying their time outside after a long period when Venice was kind of like empty and really it was pretty much like a desert. But now I hope that things will resume their normal course. Yeah. I don't know how is it now in Bulgaria, but here we plan to resume in-person activities by the next academic year. Masks in public are not required anymore, and in like less than a couple of months from now, they won't be required in inside. Yeah, so we are slowly, I hope, going back to normality with regard to that.
Yeah, we're switching from one disaster to another disaster, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Do you have some open days coming up?
Well, we just finished our international open days dedicated to programs entirely taught in English last week from 14 to 21 February. I don't know if any of you has had the chance to take part to these open days, but in case you are interested in the presentation of a particular program, I think they were very useful, because we dedicated kind of 30 to 45 minutes to each program taught in English. There was a professor presenting the course, and an actual student of the program telling about his or her experience, and sharing some tips and tricks to be successful while studying in that particular program. So if you are interested in one or more degree programs, you can let us know by writing to always prospective.students@univa.it, and we will send you the registration. So this is, yeah. And for those of you who are interested in a program which is taught in Italian instead, they're going to be our classic open days, always online. I think this week, let me just check the website very briefly so that I can share the link with you. I hope they are not over yet, but we'll check now. Yeah, they finished yesterday. My bad. Yeah, oh no, for bachelor's degree, they finished yesterday. No, yes, for bachelor's degree, they finished yesterday. Sorry.
But still, if one wants information like a recording or something like that, they can write and get information, or it's a different?
Well, these open days have been organized by a different office, which is the office in charge of students who graduated in Italy. or got their high school diploma in Italy. But of course, they are the go-to colleagues when you are interested in a program which is taught in Italian. I can check with them if they have the recordings. Of course, so yes, I'm sorry to confirm that for bachelor's degree programs taught in Italian, the open days ended yesterday. Whereas for our master's degree programs, the open days for programs taught in Italian will be from 2 to 6 May.
Okay, I see that Victoria has a question. As far as I know, in many places now studying is online. How about Venice? I think you said, but it's about the forthcoming academic year.
But also now, I mean, Foscari is not an online university. We, of course, had to protect ourselves from COVID-19 and make it easy to keep studying for Italian students and most of all for students living abroad. So this is why we, for some periods, we had to switch to the online mode only. But then, yes, we are slowly resuming our in-person activities. From, I guess, from 1st April, there won't be a maximum number of people allowed in the same room anymore. So, I mean, if this time, if COVID-19 is not gonna present any other surprise, we definitely plan to be back to in-person academic activities by the beginning of next academic year. So from September 2022.
Excuse me, ladies, before you continue, just to say thank you, Rachele, and sorry. And to mention that the next presentation is starting in 2 minutes. So the students that are interested to join the next presentation, they can go straight to the next link. The ones that are willing to stay here, they can, of course, continue following your presentation. Thank you very much once again. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dimitar. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
I can see a question for
English certificates.
English certificates. Yeah, I can share a link with you. So, okay, we recognize around 15 different English language certifications. So you can choose from a list. It does not have necessarily to be IELTS or TOEFL. There you go. Yeah.
The good thing is that you don't require it at the moment of application. So this could be added later on.
Yes, you have time until the moment of your enrollment to give us this certification. So you know that you have time until late August or even the beginning of September.
Yeah. And the other good thing I think was for the Italian taught programs that actually you don't require an Italian language certificate.
Not to EU students.
Not for EU students.
Of course, we recommend you to choose wisely, meaning you are, of course, allowed to enroll in an Italian taught program, even if you don't know a word of Italian, because we're not going to check. But yes, of course, if you want to attend your lectures and sit your exams successfully, you are recommended to speak Italian at least at the B2 level. Definitely.
Yeah. I was just checking. We have 2 applications for the Italian taught programs already submitted. And for none of the programs required any admission test. So there's gonna simply waiting to be evaluated.
This is for the second admission round, right? Or for the first one?
It was for the first one.
Okay, yeah. So you were just waiting for the offer letter. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is conservazione e gestione dei beni delle attività culturali e scienze della società e del servizio sociale.
But that's with an admission test.
Is it? Because we have to check. Yes. We need to
that's
check.
with the admission test.
The one for servizio sociale. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll double check this one. Okay. And thank you, Diana, for all the questions that you asked and for your interest. I don't know, Raquel, shall we wait a little bit? Or
I don't know. If you think there will be other questions.
I don't know. I see that the attendees are with less in numbers now. Maybe they have switched to the other presentation or.
Okay, I am leaving here in any case our email in case somebody forgot to ask some questions or maybe would like to receive the recordings of our International Open Days. I will write it here again. Okay. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Okay. So let's hope it's the last time that we are holding an event online.
Yes, crossed.
Because I would really much like to come back to Bulgaria as soon as possible.
Likewise, very much. We really miss you so much in person. It's not the same.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Okay, Raquel, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, for the organization and everything. So yeah, I hope to see many applications from Bulgaria, also for the scholarships for high achieving international students.
Yes.
I know that usually Bulgarian applicants are very
eager.
Yes. Yes.
To check, to try, to apply.
Yes, and they study hard. So I'm waiting to receive your applications also for that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Raquel.
Have a nice day and a great event.
Yeah, thank you. You too. Enjoy the day.
Thanks.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.